This is KHQA News at 6, working for you.
He's 34 of Hannibal, and he is considered to be armed and dangerous.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us. Happening right now, major developments coming out of Hannibal and Marion County. One man is wanted in connection to a murder, an additional shooting, and now a kidnapping. Here's the timeline. Timothy Brooks is wanted following a shooting on County Road 432 around 7:15 last night. Deputies found the victim, Aaron Gouch, with multiple gunshot wounds to his abdomen. Then just before 10 o'clock last night, here's video of where Hannibal police responded to the 1100 block of Summer Street. Once inside that home, officers found one woman dead from gunshot wounds. Now, just 90 minutes ago, police issued an endangered person advisory connecting Brooks to the kidnapping of 34-year-old June B. Smith. We spoke with Smith's father, and here's what he had to say.
Anybody can hear this, or Tim can hear this. Please let my daughter go. I just want to come back home safely. Thank you.
Now, KHQA's David Amilati has been following this crime spree all day. And David, you actually got a chance to speak with a witness earlier today.
Yeah, Raja, I did. And it's important to mention that Ashley Brumbo actually witnessed last night's crime as two things: a concerned neighbor trying to help out, and a mother who understands a child's love. Ashley Brumbo was laying in bed Tuesday night after getting home from work.
I heard a big bang at my door, and my kids come running in here saying that there was a guy that was screaming that he needed a phone.
Brumbaugh says the man was her neighbor's stepfather, yelling for help. She ran to her neighbor's house at 1104 Summer Street.
I was nervous, I was scared.
She walked into the house to find a woman laying dead on the floor.
I did see two bullet wounds on her back, and she looked a little bluish.
Once Hannibal police arrived on scene, Brumbaugh returned to her home. She says her neighbor moved in only 3 months ago.
She's come over here once, and her husband has come over here a couple of times. Not for very long, like it was just a small conversation.
When police came by later Tuesday night, she didn't learn the cause or if the shooting earlier that night on County Road 432 was related. She has her suspicions.
They were involved in drugs. That's why I told my kids that they weren't allowed to go over there.
As a mother, Brumbaugh says she found herself holding her children tighter than ever before. After entering her neighbor's home, she found the victim's daughter nearby.
She looked like she was maybe 2 or 3. It did stick in me. Like when I came back home, I did burst in tears, and I was literally sick to my stomach, and I was almost to force myself to go throw up. I was that sick from it.
Now, the Hannibal crimes of the last 24 hours certainly are not the only unsolved crimes we've had in the Tri-States recently. Here's what else is still being investigated. It was a violent year in Quincy, where police are still searching for clues in 4 violent crimes. First, on November 23rd of last year, Carlos Wires was murdered at 706 North 4th Street. A few days later, on November 28th, Robert D. Phillips was shot and injured at 4th and Chestnut. Patrick Forbes was injured at a home invasion on 1340 North 5th Street in Quincy and died a month later on December 11th at Barnes Jewish Hospital. And Quincy Notre Dame High School was rocked by a bomb threat on December 16th. Police still haven't solved that crime. And in Keokuk, 2016 proved to be a violent year as well. See, Ian Keff was shot 3 times and severely injured on 300 Belknap Place on January 7th. Hamilton police later confirmed an armed home invasion at 10 Hillcrest Heights apartment complex later that day was related. Now, for the latest in these crimes and, of course, for the latest breaking news, be sure that you're following us on our mobile apps as well as Facebook and Twitter, and, of course, on our main website, KHQA.com. Raja, back to you.
Thank you, David. Well, happening now, in order to better serve our community, it is time to make a change. Those are words from Quincy Police Chief Rob Copley, and now he hopes to take the first step when it comes to better serving the Quincy community. At a public meeting happening right now, Chief Copley will put a stronger emphasis on hiring more minority officers. The meeting is geared towards seeking assistance from within the community to help in this initiative. Reggie Coleman with Quincy's Human Rights Commission says he is a strong supporter of this measure.
It allows the Quincy community to get to know these officers. And the more comfortable they become with these officers, the better the relationship is. And if the relationship is good, then it bodes well for both sides.
Now we will show you what happens at this meeting tonight on KHQA News at 10 and throughout the evening on social media and KHQA.com. Here's what's next for the search to find a new Adams County sheriff. The Adams County Board has tabled the appointment of a new sheriff until its next meeting. Current Sheriff Brent Fisher plans to resign to become executive director of the Illinois Law Enforcement Training and Standards Board. Chairman Lespo says the state has yet to give Fisher a starting date for his new position. Moving now to new information about that trailer fire we first told you about Monday in Montrose, Iowa. We now know the Iowa Fire Marshal is looking into the cause of that fire. 3 people were killed in the incident, but we are still waiting on official confirmation of the names. Stay with KHQA.com for the very latest.
Now, your 7-storm team first forecast.
All right, well, it's a very different story today than we were seeing 24 hours ago as far as those temperatures are concerned. We're talking about current numbers right now in the mid to upper 30s across parts of the tri-states, and the warm-up doesn't stop here because we got another warm day in store for us as we go through the day tomorrow. Right now, 34 at Hannibal, 32 in Quincy, and the winds coming in out of the south and southwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour, really helping to usher in these warmer temperatures. Here's a look at how we did across the region today. You can see 37 in Quincy, almost 50 at St. Louis, and in the mid to upper 50s even to the southwest. That will be pushing into the tri-states later tonight and in through the day tomorrow. Clear skies overhead right now thanks to some high pressure, and as we take a look at the forecast for tonight, it's really not going to get all that more chilly, only in the lower to mid 30s for most of us with a southwest wind at 5 to 10 miles per hour. And through the day tomorrow, we're talking about the sunshine, temperatures warming up into the mid to upper 40s. We'll see how long this warm-up is going to continue because we are talking about an eventual real cool down in store for us, and also some rain and snow chances as well. We'll take a look at that in your full forecast in just a bit.
Thank you, Jeremy. Well, city money is now on the way for Keokuk Area Hospital. Mayor Tom Marion says the city council approved more than $111,000 to secure around a $150,000 match from the state. The money is coming from a disproportionate share fund. Hospitals with high numbers of Medicaid and uninsured patients are eligible for assistance from that fund. The hospital is also seeking help from Lee County. The time is now ticking to get your application in for our One Class at a Time project. Along with our sponsors, KHQA is giving teachers in classrooms $1,000. That's to help fulfill a special need. Now, we invite teachers and administrators in your K through 12th grade school district, public or private, to complete the One Class at a Time application on our website. We're accepting applications now, so send yours in by January 15th. That is this Friday at 5 p.m., and you will be eligible for our award in February. We're also giving away a $500 bonus check as well.
Stakeholder interview. A new brand for a new future. I'm Abigail James, coming to you live from the Oakley Lindsay Center, where we'll show you what's next for the area's image.
You're watching KHQA News at 6, working for you.
Well, tonight is the night millions of lottery players hope 6 little balls will change their lives forever. The Powerball lottery jackpot has grown to $1.5 billion. That is the largest in U.S. history. The jackpot has been rolling over since November, and your odds of snagging all 6 numbers are 1 in 292 million. Now, if there are no winners for tonight's drawing, the jackpot for Saturday's drawing will be an estimated $2 billion. Louisiana, Missouri plans to seek voter approval April 5th of a 3/4 cent sales tax increase. It would generate about $270,000 a year. Now, that money would be spent on citywide repairs with the immediate focus upon Georgia Street. Sewer, water systems, and park improvements also would be included. The City Council is still working out the ballot language and plans a special meeting on the matter January 20th. Well, new this week in agriculture, many producers could lose money this year. That's because of declining crop prices and steady input costs. Now, the last period that soybean prices were similar to today was in 2009. University of Illinois Extension educator Mike Rogie says there aren't a lot of areas that can be cut. He says land, fertilizer, and seed expenses are probably the 3 largest costs.
Because ag is such a vital part of our economy in this part of the Midwest, I think there's going to be some trickle-down effects as well, because farmers don't have money, won't spend money. So we're going to see businesses probably see that that to some impact as well.
Now, Rogie adds that he doesn't believe consumers will see a price increase. A lot of corn and soybeans we see here are exported. About 40 to 50% of the crop is used for feed and livestock. Well, Tri-State residents now have a unique opportunity to see one of the top quartets in the world play. That's right here in Quincy. The Quincy Civic Music Association will host the world-famous Cronus Quartet on January 23rd. The concert will be at the Morrison Theater in the Quincy Junior High School. Quincy native Hank Dutt is the viola player. He graduated from Quincy Senior High School and says the start he got in Quincy set him up for success.
Credit the school system was fantastic. The opportunities that were given young students to learn music very early on. And I had great teachers, they were inspiring. For me being a musician, that was all part of that beginning.
Now the quartet has performed at Carnegie Hall in New York, in London and Vancouver, to name a few venues. Here's a look ahead tonight on KHQA News at 10. What is the secret to fighting sadness? One workshop says it is all in your smile. Tune in tonight at 10 to find out how a happiness boot camp could change your mood. Well, more than a year ago, 9 community organizations decided to work together to better distinguish the identity of Quincy and the Adams County area. Well, through that, a new distinct and memorable community brand was created. KHQA's Abigail James joins us live from the Oakley Lindsay Center, where a meeting is taking place right now to unveil that new community brand.
That's right, Raja. It is an exciting night here at the Oakley Lindsay Center where they are unveiling the new Quincy Adams County brand. And now for all of you that are tuning into this newscast, I now have the pleasure of telling you all what the new brand is. All right, you guys ready for this? The new brand for the Quincy Adams County is Quincy Adams County right on cue. The brand logo marked is a distinct Q shape that represents various aspects of Quincy and Adams County region. A cross-section of corn representing agricultural history, the gears at the Hollister Whitney elevator, a knapide wagon wheel or tire, the historic architectural, and more. The new brand narrative captures the essence of the community, a place where going the extra mile in everything is an everyday thing, and represents how the community will be there for the community right on cue. Now, if you go on to KHQAnews.com, you will see there is a link so you can go to the new Adams County right on cue website where you'll be able to see brand logos that you can use, and you'll also be able to get access to so much more. Reporting live at the Oakley Lindsay Center, I'm Abigail James, KHQA News.
Oh, right on cue. Perfect. Hey.
All right, and it is going to be a warm one again tomorrow as far as where we've been the past couple of days. Well above average temperatures expected for our Thursday, but a big cool down in store just in time for the weekend. We're going to talk to you more about that and also some snow chances next.
Now, your exclusive 7 Storm Team forecast.
Welcome back. Our Sleep Tight Weather View new images we're now getting of Saturn, and these were still taken several million miles away, but some new high-res images, and it just reminds us of just how much larger Saturn is compared to Earth, several times larger. So a great shot there coming in out of NASA, new shot of Saturn. Now, at the Tri-States today, we are talking about a warm up in store, making it up into the upper 30s, a few areas even in the lower 40s today, and we're going to do even better than that. The almanac, something interesting here, above average for the daytime high temperature, but that low, 5 degrees, well below average. So it's kind of interesting to see kind of the two extremes there, above and below average, depending on where those temperatures were throughout the day. Now, right now, temperature is around 30 at Macomb, 35 at Jacksonville, about 36 at Pittsfield. We're sitting at 32 degrees here at Quincy. Radar and satellite picture shows generally clear skies. We have high pressure to thank for that, and its influence will begin to weaken a bit as it slides a little bit farther to the south, but we will draw in some south winds taking us through, continuing through today and through the day tomorrow as well. That will help to continue to warm us up. Lows tonight only back in the lower 30s, so we're sitting above average for those overnight low temperatures, and tomorrow well above average. We're forecasting a high in the upper 40s, probably a few areas I wouldn't be surprised to see getting close to that 50-degree mark. You can see even some areas to the south nearing 60, so that's all that warm air that's continued to get pushed up into the tri-states. Forecast tomorrow motion shows that high pressure center off to our south and east here. That's going to begin to slide on off to the south. And as we lose its influence, our next weather maker arrives on its heels. And as that happens, we are looking for a big cool down in store behind this frontal boundary that'll be headed towards the tri-states. This is around 10:30 tomorrow morning. So continue to watch this play through. You can see that front arrives closer to the tri-states probably around 10, 11 o'clock tomorrow night. Some clouds increasing along that, and also maybe some showers forming ahead of that front. Will be warm enough where it'll all be rain, I think, if we get any precipitation. And then clouds on the backside of this. We have the chance of some morning rain, especially on Friday. The clouds will stick with us, but then a cold blast of air really filtering in behind this headed into Friday afternoon, and that'll take us through our Saturday and into the rest of the weekend as well. So speaking of those temperatures, here we go around 9 o'clock tomorrow night. You can see temperatures falling throughout the night tomorrow, and the temperatures will be falling throughout the day on Friday, around 28 degrees by 6 o'clock Friday evening. You can see some of these pinks up here in Iowa, headed up towards Minnesota. That's that cold air. It's going to continue to filter in, some single digits expected by the time we get through Saturday night. So it'll be a chilly one out there Saturday night, heading into our Sunday as well, and a few days beyond that even. 31 degrees tonight, not as cool. A south wind at 5 to 10 miles per hour, and really warming it up tomorrow with the sunshine. 48 degrees with the southwest wind at 10 to 15 miles per hour. 36 tomorrow night. So we're still staying warm even through tomorrow night, but that frontal boundary will arrive and those temperatures will start to fall headed into our Friday. We're talking about the upper 30s for a daytime high on Friday, then the upper 20s by Saturday. We're watching for some snow showers possibly over the weekend. Right now, the models have been kind of back and forth with us on this, but right now it doesn't look to be a big blockbuster event, so we could get a couple of snow showers out there as that colder air filters in, but we'll clear those out as we head through the latter part of the day on Sunday into Monday and Tuesday, where we really bottom out with those temperatures, but then a slight rebound back in the mid-30s by next Wednesday with a chance of some rain and snow. So that temperature roller coaster definitely does continue, but hopefully you had a chance to get out there and enjoy the nice weather today or tomorrow, because the warm weather will stick around.
All right, hang on out there, folks. Chris Dura has all your area highlights next in sports, so don't go away.
Now, from across the tri-states, this is KHQA Sports.
From just 2 wins a season ago to a place in the Illinois State playoffs, he was the engine in one of the biggest turnarounds in Western Illinois high school football, not to mention a gigantic upset in the postseason over Decatur St. Teresa. Now here's Will Wilson with your Student Athlete of the Week profile of Winchester West Central's Kobe Hoover.
When the chips are down, West Central's Kobe Hoover is someone you want on your side. A selfless 3-sport athlete with the accolades and honors to match in the classroom. But it's the intangibles that make him unique. One being his leadership that's made for a special senior year.
Coming up from freshman on to junior, I think I had good leaders in front of me too, so it made it easier for me to watch them, and I got to do what they do, and my surrounding senior class. It's good to see. I mean, everybody's coming around good too. All of our teams are coming around this year, and it's fun to see, fun to be a part of.
Kobe helped lead the Cougars to their first playoff win since 2002 this football season, going 7-4 after finishing 2-7 in 2014. And it was the start of the season that set the tone.
Our last game of the year, my junior year, we faced Central, and they put it on us hard, and we want to make sure that didn't happen week 1 this coming year. So we worked 9 months and make sure that didn't happen.
Hoover helped power West Central to the most rushing yards in school history, making the switch from under center to running back.
It was different at the beginning, trying to read my blocks, because quarterback I wasn't really used to that. But running back, it was way different at the beginning. Week 1 and 2 was especially different. And then I got used to it a little bit, got more comfortable, and got better at reading my guards, and they did a heck of a job anyways. They made it a lot easier on me, so it got easier as it went, for sure.
What's even more impressive this year was Kobe's hard work to return from a back injury, where he ensued to rush for over 900 yards and 13 touchdowns.
Put into focus how special the sports were to me and how much they meant to me and everything. It actually happened at the end of football, and it was tough being out there, but it was even tougher watching my teammates play without me, so I was just glad to be back once I finally got back.
And it was that injury that helped solidify his career path.
I was hurt my sophomore year, and I had to go to physical therapy. That's what got me into it, really. I liked it, and that's what I'm looking forward to do. I know football's not going to last forever, so I want to get my education and be able to have a job in the future.
With plans to play football in college, it's the last 4 years that's made him the player and person he is today.
It means a lot. Just go out there with your friends every time you go out, either football or basketball, baseball, anything. it's just, you can't change it. I mean, I wouldn't play for him other high school. I mean, it's special here in Winchester.
We'll get ready for a warm-up on Thursday, and then it's all downhill from there.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, the bottom is going to drop out of those temperatures, to put it mildly, because check this out. We're talking about 48 degrees tomorrow, 37 Friday, and you can see those temperatures starting to nudge down. Upper 20s by Saturday. We'll have some rain pushing in late Thursday, early Friday, and then another chance of some snow showers as we get towards this week. It doesn't look to be a huge deal with the snow, and those should taper off early Sunday. Clearing things back out Monday and Tuesday, but those overnight lows are going to really bottom out for a few days. 3 Sunday night, 9 Monday night, and we do finally get a rebound back up into the mid-30s headed into next week with some rain and snow chances. So kind of, I guess we can break out the shorts for a few days, and then yeah, we're going to bundle back up.
Looks like a dreary weekend in store.
Yes.
Thanks so much for joining us. Have a great night, everyone.